Hello, I thought I'd update you on a few things. First thing is my deuterium body collection will be looked at soon, so I'll get the results of that shortly. It has been sent off and will be looked at, and I will get a figure of a baseline that I can use to see my deuterium in my body. Through the breath test that I did and the saliva test, and that will give me a good indication of where I am to see if I need to have the deuterium depleted water or not. It'll be interesting because I am on a ketogenic diet and have been for over 5 years, which naturally can deplete deuterium from the mitochondrial matrix water of cells. Cancer is very sensitive to changes in deuterium, and healthy cells can easily adapt, but cancer cells cannot. And yes, this is something I'm interested in hearing about more and interested in experimenting with further. Another thing is I need to update people on the conference I attended, the Cancer and Metabolism Conference, a couple of weeks ago in Cambridge, hosted by ABCAM. ABCAM stands for Antibodies Cambridge. They provide all of the antibodies and reagents and all of the kit used in cancer research across the world. They're a global organisation, quite a huge one. Waiting on my deuterium results, my body deuterium results, to see if I may benefit from deuterium depleted water, consuming that to deplete deuterium from cells. The other thing is, as I said, updating on this conference, which I was very encouraged to see, I was very encouraged to attend, and it was encouraging discussing the metabolic approach to cancer, which is something that we're way behind on, but we're taking massive steps forward, so it's very encouraging for the future. The other thing is I am experimenting with my sleep at the moment. I'm starting to sleep on the floor, and it may sound crazy, but sleeping on the floor is a very natural thing. It's not really natural to sleep on soft mattresses with pillows. So I'm sleeping on the floor on a hard surface, and mainly for postural reasons. The alignment of my spine and the strength of my whole posterior chain I feel needs attention, so that's why I'm doing that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the statement that cancers cannot use ketone bodies for energy. Now, this is not true of all cancers. I saw a video recently, I'm not going to say who it's by, but quite a prominent proponent of ketogenic diets for a number of conditions. And he was stating as a definitive fact that ketone bodies cannot be used by cancers of any origin, any lineage, and any type of tumour of that lineage. They cannot be used for energy, the ketone bodies. And for brain cancer, this is mostly true, not all the time. You would assess that you could assess that by testing the tumour for expression of certain ketolytic enzymes, which I have expressed which I have spoken about in a previous video, and I can put those ketolytic enzymes for brain tumours below. I think it's also true of types of breast cancer that it may not be a good idea to go on a ketogenic diet. Now, obviously, the ketogenic diet I'm talking about in general is an energy-restricted ketogenic diet, because that's what you need for cancer management, or at least theoretically that's the proposed diet, because it needs to be a fasting mimicking diet. Now, that's all I wanted to say on the matter, really. It's very important that people understand that cancer metabolism is more complicated than it sounds. More aggressive tumours will use just about anything they can get for fuel, any substrates they can get to proliferate. And solid tumours may be more receptive to these approaches, these nutrient deprivation approaches. And for more aggressive cancers, you may need a combination of a metabolic approach and using a combination approach with certain drugs, repurposed drugs that are non-toxic, that target these either inhibit certain enzymes involved with cancer metabolism, or drugs that have a mitochondrial target. Metformin springs to mind. It does both of those things. For brain cancer, it may not cross the blood-brain barrier, but it does. It can help to blunt those growth factors associated with cancer proliferation, and it may also act via the gut. Obviously, we know that the gut-brain axis is an important target for a number of things, not just cancer. And yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I will put down below the Ketolytic enzymes that you need to look for and test, that you may want to look for and test for managing brain cancer with a ketogenic diet. You may also wish to employ different fasting mimicking diets, because the ketogenic diet isn't the only anti-cancer diet you can go on, and there are also nutrient deprivation diets. So a number of tools in the box. It's not just all about ketogenic diets, but the ketogenic diet can be a very powerful tool for a large number of cancers. And yeah, that's all I have to say on the matter. I hope you have a good day, and eat well and be healthy and happy.